So hello and good evening, everyone. We'll be starting with today's session. So first, I have Tanu.
Sir, sorry for yesterday. Basically, due to network issue, I'm not able to join again.
Yeah, sure, no issue. You can start with today.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. So, good evening, everyone. Myself, Tanu, from AWS Cloud Computing Department. My project name is Cloud Infrastructure Operations, and my task.
Tanu, your PPT is not visible.
Okay, sir. Now, sir, is visible?
Now it is visible.
Okay, sir. So, good evening, everyone. Myself, Tanu, from AWS Cloud Computing Department. My project name is Cloud Infrastructure Operation, and my task name is Set up Amazon Simple Email Service. So, today I'm going to show you and present you that how to create Set up Amazon Simple Email Service. So first of all, I will be giving the explanation that why we were creating a simple email service in Amazon. What is the reason behind this? So the answer is that Amazon Simple Email Service is help to design developers and business to send emails to their customers in cost-effective and scalable way. Simple email service offers a flexible and set of features that can be used to send transactional emails, marketing emails, and other type of any communications. So the main point is that simple email service provide, we can basically send 50,000 per message in a cost effective way. So this is the reason that why we creating a setup simple email service in Amazon. So now these are the list of contents which I'm going to discuss one by one. So first of all, I will be giving you the introduction that what do you understand by Amazon simple email service. Then I will be giving you the explanation that what are the benefits of Amazon simple email service. Then I will be giving you the live demonstration that how to configure Amazon simple email service. After that, I will be explaining that what are the common challenges or what are the troubleshoot problems and how to overcome this. So these are the, then after that, I will be giving you the conclusion that how to configure and how to set up a simple email service. So now let's start. So first of all, I will be discussing that what do you understand by Amazon Simple Email Service. So Amazon Simple Email Service is a fully managed service which provide an email platform with arrangement effective way to send and receive emails to your own email addresses and domain. So now I have attached a diagram that we can see that how Amazon Simple Email Service works. So this is the flow of diagram that how it works in the Amazon. So now I am explaining that what are the benefit and what are the main benefit of the Amazon Simple Email Service. So first of all, the main benefit of Amazon Simple Email Service is high deliverability. Basically, what do you understand by high deliverability? High deliverability in Amazon Simple Email Service means that emails sent through simple email services are more likely to reach their intent recipient mails rather than being filtered or out of spams or any junk mails. So the second main benefit of the Amazon Simple Email Service is the cost effective. What do you understand by the cost effective? Cost effective basically means that it is provide a pay as you go model. Means basically we have to pay only that what we are utilizing, and there are no upfront fees in this. So this is also the main benefit of Amazon Simple Email Service. Now the third main point is configurable. This is also the main benefit of Amazon Simple Email Service. What do you understand by this? It refers the setting and the options that can be customized to our emails, that how we sending our emails, how we are setting and how we verifying our email. So this is the configurable. So this is also the benefit. So now the fourth and the last main benefit of the Amazon Simple Email Service is reliable. What do you understand by the reliable? Reliability in Simple Email Service refers to the ability of the simple email service to send email consistently and without interruption. So these are the four main benefits of the Amazon Simple Email Service. So now getting started with the Amazon Simple Email Service. Now I will be giving you the live demonstration that how to configure the simple email service in Amazon. So there are two steps: creating and verifying email address identity. Then I will be creating a verified domain identity. So now let's start. We have this is the link. We have to click on this. Sir, is my screen visible to you?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, sir. So now I have to put my email address here. Now set a password. Now sign in. So this is the basically Amazon Simple Email Service dashboard. Now what we have to do, we have to create an identity. After creating identity, I am explaining first of all, I am explaining email address. So first of all, I will be creating identity for email address. Now click on email address. Now I have to put my email address. Now put the email address. Now what we have to do, create the identity. After creating identity, we can see that here the identity status is verification pending. So what we have to do, we have to check on our email. So we have to go on our email for the verification. So now we can see here, we have to click this for the verification. So yeah, we can see that here our verification is successfully done on email address. So we have to move back. So we have to refresh again. Yes, we can see that our identity status is verified now. So now what we have to do, send for testing. We have to do send test email now. Now we have to choose the custom scenario. After that, I'm giving my email address. After subject test, here in this body we can enter anything. I am writing hello. This is SES. After that, we have to send test email. We can see that our successful send a test email to Tanu. Now we have to check our email again for this. So see this. Here the message has sent, hello, this is SES. So this how the simple email service in Amazon work. So we can send up to 50,000 per message per a day. This is a cost effective way. So this is how we can configure the Amazon in simple email service. So this is the steps that how to configure and how to verify. So now coming to the coming again. So now I have to verify for the domain. Create identity. Now I am creating the identity for the domain. Return. After this, we have to create identity. What happened? Something. Coming back to our slide. Now, when we are verifying and creating the identity for the email, same steps we have to do in the.
Sorry, Tanu, but your PPT is not visible. You can still see your browser.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So now we have done for the verifying.
Still not visible.
Okay, sir.
Now it is visible.
Okay, sir. Now, when we configure the verify and creating for the simple email service, we have to do the same steps in verifying the domain identity also. After the identity status in domain also status pending. So what we have to do, they will be provide three C types name. So we have to install a third party tool. So we have to basically record the DNS. So here are the DNS provider like GoDaddy or the DreamHost or either Cloudflare. We can install that and we have to type the CNAME record in that. After copy and paste them, so we can see that a verify new domain. We can successfully verify the domain identity. After that, we can say we can also send test emails that we have. That I have shown you that in email identity that how to send test emails. So this is also the same for verified domain identity. So these are the two and that how to configure simple email service in Amazon. So this is how to set up. So now coming to the common challenges and the solution. So what are the troubleshoot or what are the problems and what are the solution to overcome these problems? So first of all, I will be discussing about the common challenges that what are these. The most common challenges in simple email service in AWS is setting the right configuration for sending emails. It requires proper authentication and verification of your domain to ensure that emails are not marked as spam or rejected by the recipient's email service. So these are the most common challenges or the troubleshoot problems that create in Amazon simple email service. So how to overcome these challenges or how to overcome this troubleshoot problem. So these are the solution that how to overcome this. The solution for simple email service in AWS is to follow the best practice for email sending, such as setting up proper authentication, and we have to verification monitoring your email sending reputation and avoiding sending spam or unwanted emails. We can also use the AWS Simple Email Service Console or API to manage our email sending and track our email metrics. So these are the solution that how to overcome these common challenges that are creating in the Amazon Simple Email Service. So now, what is the conclusion and what we have studied that how to create and how to configure the Amazon Simple Email Service. To set up Amazon Simple Email Service, make sure to properly configure your email sending settings authenticate and verify domain, and monitor your email metrics to ensure successful email delivery. Following best practice and using the AWS Simple Email Service Console or API can help you effectively manage your email sending and improve your email delivery rates. So this is the conclusion that how to set up and how to configure the Amazon Simple Email Service. So now coming to the next. So yeah, any question, please may ask. So thank you.
I hope you are done with your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Show me the email that you have sent.
Okay, sir.
It's already opened, I think, in the tab.
Sir,
Show me the mail that you have sent on the Gmail. Yeah. So it says, be careful, this message might be spam.
yes, sir.
Why is that?
Sir, basically, when we are creating or verify the identity for email address, basically Simple Email Service provide a trustworthy platform that here the spam are not there or the junk mails. We have to look for the safe.
What? But I asked, but we got the spam, this, right? That this is a spam.
Yes, sir.
It didn't like go to spam folder by default, but that means next time when you send the mail, you will like, no, get it in the spam.
Yes, sir.
So why is that? In the presentation, you say that it is really secure,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And if that is true, that means you must have made a mistake in the demonstration, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what do you think is the issue?
I think in simple mail transfer protocol credential, we have to first of all set up that. After that, creating this, we have to send in simple mail transfer protocol. First of all, we have to set that and we have to create the identity. Then we have to send test emails. So I have missed that portion.
Can you show it to me in the Amazon console?
Okay, sir.
Open your Amazon console.
So this
So now explain what you are trying to say.
sir, this here we can see simple mail transfer protocol setting is there. We have to set up and create simple mail transfer credential.
But you have set up right already.
No, sir, I have not set up this.
Try doing that. I think there is some by default setting already there.
Yes, sir.
Then
Sorry.
what do you think should be changed?
Sir, I think when we are creating to send emails, first time this will happen. After that, when we are creating again and create simple, we have to reduce the, when we are coming to the account dashboard, we have to
Okay.
request.
See, the thing is that in your presentation, it is fine for the demonstration for now that you were able to send the mail and the mail was received on your email. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is fine for now, right? But do more research on this topic, right? So that when you are sending mail and sending, let us say a lot of emails. See, Hackweather sends a lot of email every day, right? The attendance email, and you don't like get any spam issue, right? So
Yes, sir.
that is what we are trying to like, teach you through this task. And if you are getting it, then do more research on this task. Second of all is that in your PPT, the PPT is really well made. Okay, in your entire presentation, the PPT you have created is really well created, and content is also good. But when it comes to your explanation, you are not like being more specific about certain things. So show me your PPT.
Okay, sir.
Go to slide number 4.
Is visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible. Go to slide number 4.
Slide number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so here you have said you have like said cost effective, configurable, reliable, right? So
Yes, sir.
let us take an example of cost effective. So you said that it is pay as you go model.
Yes,
and
sir.
then you moved on to like, basically configurable part and then reliable part. So
Yes,
your
sir.
explanation is not quite in depth. It is there, but it is like, too much textbook information.
Yes,
Okay. This information I can find out if I just go to like, SES website, or let us say in AWS website. So try to be more specific, do some more research, like explain what is pay as you go model, or let us say in high deliverability or configuration. You can also make like, let us say uh, what I can say is that what is other feature beside SES? What are the other competitors, right? So like versus competitors, or let us say comparison versus competitors, like why one should choose Amazon SES other than like, other like players that are already available in the market. So that will be good. Okay. It will be also fun to listen. Let us say if I am listening and if I can like, have some information on, let us say competitors website and why Amazon is better, then I can have like, much better understanding why I should choose this feature, right?
okay, sir.
Because you are here as an AWS developer, so you want to try to like, be more specific about AWS and like, make it really more clear. So work on that. I would say try to be more specific. You need to do more research on your given topic. Other than that, see your presentation is good. Your explanation skills are also good. It is just that your content is lacking. Okay.
Sir,
So yeah,
next time I have to give the example also that in the benefits of Amazon that I have spoken that for the high deliverability, I have to give the example also for the next time.
see, giving example is good. It, and see, when I say give example, that doesn't mean you have to give example every single time. When you create a presentation, okay, then think about the keywords that you are saying. So let us say when you say high deliverability, okay, then what does this mean? And if let us say there is someone who doesn't know anything about technology, he is new to IT, okay, let us say he is a client, then how will he understand?
Okay,
He
sir.
will not understand if you like, just give him a textbook answer, right? You have to make him understand in a really simple language that even someone who is coming from, let us say, non-technical background can understand, right? So that should be the level of your explanation. And to for doing that, you can take examples, right? Let us say when you are not understanding a concept, sometimes when you take an example, you will be understanding that, right? So that is the point. You don't have to give example for everything, but give example where you think that example is necessary to
Okay, sir.
make my client understand this. Okay. So that is the point. And when you give more presentation and like, get more reviews and let us say review your actual presentation, you will understand this kind of thing. But for doing that, you need more practice. And that is why I say when you create a presentation and before like, coming here and giving presentation, you should at least practice 5 or 6 times.
Okay, sir.
You should
Next time.
create a script. Okay. When you create a script, what happens is that you read it and then you understand it. Okay. So that will be much more better. So try doing that next time. I hope you will be performing much better. Okay.
Okay, sir. Next time I will be.
Yeah. Thank you, Dinu.
Thank you, sir.
So you can stop the screen share.
Oh,
Kapil Kumar. Yeah. Tell me the name of your task.
My voice is audible, sir?
Yeah. Please turn your camera.
Yes, sir, 1 minute. Sir, visible?
Yeah. Now you are visible. But reshare the screen again and tell me the name of your task.
Yes, sir. Sir, my task is real-time stock market data web application.
That is the project. Give me the
Yes,
name of task.
overview of project synopsis.
Okay, you can show.
I can start, sir.
Yes, you can show.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Kapil Kumar from IIT Ropar. Today, I am going to present my project, which is real-time stock market data web application. So, let's see the task description. The real-time stock market data web application is a full-stack web application that allows investors to track real-time stock market data in an easy-to-understand format. The web application pulls real-time stock market data from APIs and display stock prices, volume, market trends, and other information that investors need to track their investments. The web application has features such as user authentication and security to ensure that user data is protected. Now move towards to the index, which contains introduction, key features, tools and techniques, workflow of project, challenges and deliverables conclusion. Firstly, we see introduction. Our project is full stack web application stock market. It allows investors to track real-time stock market data in a simplified format. It provides up-to-date information on stock prices, volume, market trends, and other relevant data which are retrieved from APIs. The application prioritizes user security and privacy and incorporating features like user authentication. Let's discuss about the key features of Project R. First one is real-time stock market data. The web application pulls real-time stock market data from APIs and displays stock prices, volume, market trends, and other information. And second one is user authentication and security. The web application has features such as user authentication and security to ensure that user data is protected. And third one is easy to understand format. The web application displays stock market data in an easy to understand format, making it easier for investors to track their investment. And fourth one is responsive design. The web application is designed to be responsive, make it easy to use on different devices. Now let's see tools and techniques which are used in project. First one is front end. For front end, we use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. For back end, we use Node.js and Express.js library sorting the data in MongoDB database. For API, we use most trustful API service by Alpha Vantage API. Now we discuss all of them in deeply. In frontend, HTML used for creating structure of web design, page layouts, tags, and attributes. While CSS is used for designing, styling, and decorating the web pages and helps to achieve through responsive web design technique. And third one is JavaScript. It allows users to interact with web pages. It adds dynamic behavior on the web page and adds special effects to the web page. And last tool is for frontend is React.js. React.js us build rich user interface easily. It is an open source JavaScript framework used for building interactive user interfaces and web application quickly and efficiently with significantly less code than you would with JavaScript. For backend, we use Node.js and Express.js and MongoDB. Tools and technique APIs. APIs are used to integrate new applications with existing system software. This increases deployment speed because each functionality does not have written form from scratch. API are used to integrate new application with existing system software. This increases development speed because each functionality does not have to be written from scratch. We use two APIs first in Alpha Vantage API and second one is News API. The first one is Alpha Vantage API is a financial data service that provides access to real-time and historical market data for stocks, cryptocurrencies, foreign exchange, and other financial instruments. It allows developers and business to integrate financial data into their application, website, or trading system. And second one is News API. Is a service that provides access a wide range of news articles and headlines from various sources worldwide. It allows developers and business to integrate news content into their application, website, or service. Now move to the workflow of the project. At first, we interact with home page, authentication page, then fill your credentials. If not, then one should go for sign up and create his or her account after verification mail sent to his or her Gmail account. Then she would be logged in. Then investor go for search box and then type company name, press search button, API server receives the request and processes it. The API server fetches the request data from its databases or real-time data source. Once the API server processes the request and retrieves the requested data, it formulates a response. The server-side function receives the API responsive from Alpha Vantage API and formulates a response to send back to the front end of the web application. And collected data visualization occurs patterns on front end. After that, there are some challenges in the project. First one is the main challenges of this project will be to pull real-time stock market data from API and display it in an easy to understand format. And second one is will be implement user authentication and security features to protect user data. At last, oh sorry, and deliverable also a fully functional real-time stock market data web application, documentation outlining the design and development of the application, presentation showing the application and its feature. At last, one of our project is conclusion. The real-time stock market data web application is an essential tool for investors who want to track their investment in real time. The application will provide an easy to understand format that display stock market data and other essential information to investors. The web application will be developed using modern web technologies such as React.js, Node.js, MongoDB, making it valuable addition to any full stack web developer's portfolio. Thank you. Anybody have question? Then you can ask me. If not, we move toward to the documentation. But so, sir, I can present my documentation.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, sir. So it is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes. Real-time stock market data web application documentation. First of, first of all, front end. The front end of the real-time stock market data web application is responsible for the user interface and interaction. It allows user to view and interact with the stock market data in an visually appealing and intuitive manner. First one is HTML. HTML provides the structure and the content of the web application. It defines the layout of the page, including headers, menu, forms, tables, and other elements. And second one is CSS. CSS is used to style the HTML elements and define their appearance. It includes fonts, color, margin, padding, and other visual effects to enhance the user experience. And third is JavaScript. JavaScript is responsible for adding interactive and dynamic behavior to the web application. It enables real-time updates of stock market data, handling user input, and performing client-side validation. And fourth is React.js. React.js is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It allows for the creation of reusable UI components that can be composed together to form the application user interface. React.js utilizes a virtual DOM to efficiency update and render component, resulting in a smooth and a responsive user experience. For backend of the real-time stock market data web application handles data processing, API request, and database management. It acts as an intermediary between the front-end and external API to fetch and manipulate data. The backend is built using Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, less data structure, MongoDB, and second one is API, Alpha Vantage, and News API. Alpha Vantage API is a powerful API that provides real-time and historical stock market data. It offers various endpoints, including stock quotes, time series data, technical indicators, fundamental data, forex data. To use the Alpha Vantage API, you need to obtain an API key by signing up on their website. The API key should be included in the request for authentication. And second is News API. News API allows developers to fetch news articles and headlines from various sources. It provides endpoints for searching news based on specific keywords, sources, or category. Key features of the News API include headlines, search, sources, pagination. Similar to the Alpha Vantage API, the News API requires an API key for authentication. You can obtain the API key by creating an account on the News API website by integrating Alpha Vantage and News API into the real-time stock. So my documentation was complete.
So I hope your presentation is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, first of all, your presentation was good. I would say the contents were good. Okay. The way you
Yes,
have
sir.
created the presentation, the way
Yes, sir.
everything is well put together. Your explanation
Yes,
is
sir.
also good, but I think you need to work on your explanation skills. Okay.
Okay,
When
sir.
you are giving the presentation, it feels like you are giving, like, you are reading an answer. Okay.
Okay,
It
sir.
is too much like that. So work on your explanation skill. Your story was okay because everything was, like, well put together. The content is good. Also, the documentation is good. But the thing is that you should consider having documentation after the deliverable, right? Because this is
Okay,
one of
sir.
the deliverable. When you are giving demonstration after you have said that I'm ready for question and my presentation is done, that doesn't really, like, go well together, right? So
Okay.
it should be in between, and then you are saying, like, giving your conclusion and then saying if anyone has any question. So that should be the format. Second is that your conclusion was good, but I think it can be improved a lot. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
work on that part also, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You can stop this
Then,
connection.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Kapil. So Vijay, Vijay, please unmute.
Sir, is my screen visible, sir? What is
It
this?
is, yeah, now it is visible.
Okay.
Give me the name of your task.
Yes, sir. Just a sec. Reading CSV data and plotting candlestick patterns in Python.
Yeah, you
So,
can start.
using Python. Yeah. So, hello everybody. My name is Vijay Vardhan Reddy. I'm from Python programming domain. The task given for me was reading CSV file data and plotting candlestick patterns using Python. So, let's get into it. So this is, let's just say that you are new to trading and you have downloaded a data regarding a stock in which, in my case, it is information regarding Bank of Baroda. And when you open that file, the file is loaded with numerical values, and it is difficult to understand or gain profit or knowledge from that file. So to solve this type of problem, I have created a Python script to convert this given data CSV file into a candlestick pattern representation, which helps in understanding a stock market much more easily. So let's understand first of all what is this CSV file data, how to read it, and how can we plot candlestick patterns and overview of candlestick patterns, bullish and bearish candlesticks, significance in financial analysis, and the conclusion. So reading CSV file data. Reading CSV file data refers to the process of extracting structured data from a CSV file. Python provides libraries like pandas that simplify the reading and manipulation of the CSV file easily. By using appropriate functions and methods, you can import CSV data into your Python environment and store it in a data structure such as data frames for further analysis. So what is the importance of CSV file data? So, sorry. Yeah. See, sorry. Yeah. What is the importance of exploring CSV file data? CSV file data, it helps in understanding data structure. It has data quality assurance, data cleaning and pre-processing, feature selection, identifying patterns and relationship, and data subset selection. Let's just say the file which you have downloaded may or may not contain some errors like missing values in that file format, or uh, some duplicate values, such as let's take an example, such in a column of numericals, there might be numbers representing only in an integer form, but few data may be present in a float value, like in decimal format, that may cause error during the uh, formation of candlestick patterns. Uh, yeah, they just reading CSV data in Python. Pandas. We use pandas to read the CSV file in Python. Pandas is a powerful data manipulation and analysis library in Python. It provides a high-level interface for reading, writing, and working with CSV files. The read CSV function in pandas allows you to efficiently import CSV data into a data frame, which is a versatile data structure for data analysis. So plotting candlesticks, sorry. So plotting candlestick patterns. Candlestick patterns are visual representation of price movements in financial markets, commonly used for technical analysis. Candlestick patterns provide insights into market trends, how the value of the stock or trade is moving. So to plot this candlestick pattern from the CSV file which we have been provided, plotty module called plotty. We are using a module called plotty, which is an open source data visualization library for Python that enables to create of interactive and visually appealing graphs and charts. It supports various chart types and allows user to explore and analyze data with interactive features like zooming and hovering. We will get into this during the implementation part of the code which I have written. So what is candlestick pattern? A candlestick consists of four main components: the open, close, high, and low price of an financial asset over a specific period of time. The body of the candlestick represents the price range between the open and close price, while the wicks or shadows represents the high and low price, as you can see in this picture. Yeah. So basically, the candlesticks are divided into two parts: bullish and bearish candlesticks. Candlesticks that so bullish candlestick indicates that the closing price is higher than the opening price, suggesting buying pressure and positive market sentiment. Conversely, a bearish candlestick indicates that the closing price is lower than the opening price, suggesting selling pressure and negative market sentiment. Just a sec. Now we'll go to the implementation part. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay. So here I have, sir, is my code visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah. So here I have imported pandas, which helps me to import and export my CSV file from the driver to the computer. And I have imported the polygraph object which helps in conversion of the file into a visualization, into a graph format, which is candlestick in this case. Here I have checked the file for the missing values for the missing values in this file. As you can see, there are no missing values in the given file which I have downloaded. And I have indexed, I have represented the date in the first index, so that while creating a candlestick pattern, it can search from the time or the data given. This is the code which I have written for representing it in a candlestick pattern. Here is the representation. One sec, I will just zoom into a particular date or time. Yeah. So as you can see, if we hover on this plot graph, we can see at what date and at what time the price of the stock was. The opening here, as you can see, the opening price of the stock was 163.3 rupees, and it went high till 164.3, and the lowest was 163.25. The closing value was 163.8 rupees. So here the price of the stock has grown. So this is the bullish candlestick, and as you can see here on this same day before on the 920, the open price was 163.55, the high was 163.7, and the low was 161.95 rupees. The closing was 162.25. During this time period, the value of the opening and closing value of that stock has decreased from 163.55 to 162.25. So this is the bearish candlestick pattern. Uh, now we'll go back to my presentation. So what is this? So how does this help in financial analysis? Candlestick patterns helps in informed decision making and identifying buying and selling points in the market. By recognizing specific candlestick patterns, traders can anticipate potential price reversals. They help in understanding market psychology and the balance between buyers and sellers. Candlestick patterns can be used in combination with other technical indicators and analyze techniques to strengthen trading strategies. Yeah. So by combining these two tasks, you can read financial data from CSV file and visualize it as a candlestick chart in Python, enabling you to analyze and interpret market behavior more efficiently. This process is particularly valuable for individuals involving in financial analysis, trading, and investing. So these are the references which I have used to understand my project and which helped me to make this PPT. And if you have any questions, you may ask now or mail me through the given contact mentioned here, that which chimalavijay@gmail.com. And thank you for your patience for listening to my PPT presentation. Yeah. Sir, I'm done.
Okay, so go to your first slide.
First,
Okay, reading says, yeah. Go to next slide. Go to next one. See, the thing is that when you are starting a presentation, okay, so we have hook, right? So last time I have told you about the hook. So do you
yeah,
know
sir.
why we have table of content? Go back to previous slide.
Sir.
So you have an overview, right? So
Yes.
the thing is that what happens is that when you are starting a presentation, you want to have a a slow start, or let us say a moderate start, so that everyone, let us say if there are multiple people listening to your presentation, many people do not attend, their attention is not there from the very start. So that is why we have something called as table of content or overview to give your viewers some time to have their attention towards you, and then you go on to give let us say introduction, and then you start speaking loudly so that you can get their attention. That will be also hook, and then you have your opening paragraph, whatever you have, so that you can
Story.
keep their attention. Okay.
Yes.
Second thing is that, go to next slide.
Sir.
So here you have written 3 points. Okay. So, but the thing is that when you are explaining things like this, let us say CSV data or this kind of information is good, but you can be more specific. So let us say why we actually create a data frame. Why not just work on a CSV? Can you tell me?
Sir, I have given that because the basically the data which is given, it's full in numerical format. So the trader which just started it may or may not understand the given data correctly if it's in the form of a CSV file.
No, I have said why we actually use something called this data frame while doing the analysis, and not actually perform the analysis on actual CSV file. Basically, we don't want our data to lose, right? So let us say if I'm performing the actual, let us say whatever I'm doing on the actual CSV, then I will lose that data, right? So we don't want that. That is why we create a data frame, store it in our memory, and then perform the application, right? So these are the information that you can provide, and this is the information that not many interns actually say, right? So you can make your presentation unique based on this kind of information, which are more specific, much more informative. Go to next slide. Go to next one. Go to next one. Yeah, so you have 3 slides. Now I'm only like, telling you this because you have 3 slides and all of them are really good. So first slide you had like, the previous slide was 6 point on the box, well designed. Only points were there and really good to look at. I can easily read where you are. Second slide, it was about pandas, but there was a big paragraph. Now that is a mistake. Instead of having a paragraph, you can, let us say, summarize it into points and then explain it. And here you have 4 points, but there are 4 paragraphs also. Visibility is not that great. You can just like, summarize it into, let us say, 2 point for each, let us say, first, second, third, fourth. You will have total of 8 points, but only 2-3 word each point. Okay, that will be better. And go to next slide. Go to next one. Go to next one. So here I think you were like, reading the first statement and then skipping. Let us say you read, they assist in understanding market psychology and balance between buyer and seller. And then you went on to next point, right? So this is the problem of having a like, paragraph. Okay, you actually start reading it and that is like, unconscious thing. You do it because it is on the screen. Okay, so these are the points that you can consider to improve yourself. Now I'm only telling you this. See, I'm not like, not too specific with other interns because I can see that you have like, a good presentation. But these are the things that you can improve yourself. Okay. Now coming to your actual presentation that you have done, again, like last time, it was above average presentation, well explained, well documented, I would say. Also the content was great. Okay, but some of the points that I have summarized, you can improve yourself. So if you do that, then your presentation will become from 7 point to 9 points. Okay. So these are the things that you can improve yourself. So work on that, I would say. And also during the project presentation, I always say to focus on like, creating a flow chart to explain it. Because I'm always summarizing to like, always telling you to emphasize on why you are actually writing that code. So I can take an example of you had somewhere you are checking the null values, right? So why you are actually checking the null values?
So that the chart which you have prepared may not be in the form. We may get an error while forming that candlestick chart.
And sometimes what happens is that, let us say there is no data, then in the chart also there will be no data. And it will be like, some kind of anomaly. So these are the information that you want to tell your client, or let us say your viewers, when you are doing the project demonstration. That will be much more specific. And what you can do is you can, there is a completed presentation file that is given to you, right? In the intent tracker, where you can check the reference. You can check the reference of your task and see how they have done the presentation. You will see that not many interns are like, emphasizing on this kind of important points, I would say. So you can do that and improve your presentation, like, by, let us say from 7 point to 9 points. So I want this improvement next time. For now, I can say that this is really, let us say, I can say that not average, but above average presentation. Okay. So work on it. Next time I want improvement. Okay.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. Then you can stop the screen share. I will move on to Pratyush.
Yes, sir. Sorry, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pratyush. Tell me the name of your task. You are not audible, Pratyush. Please check your mic settings.
Hello, sir. Now am I audible now?
Yeah, now you are audible. Just a second. I want to know someone can change his or her domain. I don't think you can change the domain. You can change the domain after I think your probation is complete. But for that, you can email at support@hackweather.in. They will let you know if you can change the email, if you can change your domain or not. Okay. So I will put the email in the chat.
So, sir, is my screen visible now?
Yeah, tell me the name of your task.
Sir, my task is the overview of the project synopsis of a real-time stock market data web application.
Okay, you can start.
Okay, just let me adjust the settings first. Okay, so good evening everyone present here. My name is Pratyush Kumar and I am an intern from the Ayurveda group of web developers. And today I am very delighted and thrilled to give the presentation on the task which has been allotted to me. So that task is the basic overview of the project synopsis. So the main project is I have to design a real-time stock market data application. It is a full stack application which will allow the investors to see the real-time stock market information, to get various insights and get the market trends and beautifully build their portfolios to invest their money properly. So apart from these things, the web application also has to ensure security features like the authentication and a proper database management system to store all the data of the users. So the basic agenda of today's meeting is that. So first I will give you the introduction. Then I will discuss about the key features and project goals. Then I will discuss about the technologies used. Then I will discuss about the workflow. And after that, we will move to the conclusion. So let's start with the introduction. So today's project is, as I have mentioned earlier, is a real-time stock market data application. But today I have to give a simple overview of the project. So in this thing, I am going to address that how I'm going to build a user-friendly and feature-rich applications that will empower investors to invest their money properly and track the real-time market trends effortlessly. So first, let's discuss the key features. So the main thing is that my application or any stock market application should first provide a real-time data. The data should be updated and accurate as always. We should always use updated APIs to get the latest data so that investors can analyze the market trends as their requirements. Apart from these, we should provide interactive charts. The bar graphs and charts helps in the investors to analyze historical data also so that they can predict their stocks accordingly. Apart from this, it should have a good and easy user interface and we should also send personalized stock alerts based on specific price points, enabling users to receive timely notifications. Apart from these are the features that must have features for the stock trading app, which is the check-in process that any user should sign in and check in his portfolios, and a good profile. The profile should be contain all the information, so and it should be user friendly and responsive as well. Apart from this, it should have the analytics section where the user can see which stock is going down and which stock is making profit and which one is making losses so that they can improve their portfolios accordingly. Apart from this, it should have a notification system so that if any stock is going upwards, so the user can get a personalized alert so to invest in that particular stock which is going upwards or sell that stock which is going downwards. So the basic project goals was to achieve these things that first it should provide a real-time data of all the market trend and all the news articles that a investor might need to invest. Apart from this, the interface should be a user-friendly and responsive. By responsive, I am meaning that it should run on all devices like mobile, which have a smaller screen, and the PCs which have a larger screen. And it should use effective data visualization techniques. Data visualization, I am trying to convey that the data should be present in the form of graphs and bar charts and etc. And it should be very secure. The platform should be secure because the security of the users is the topmost priority of any application. So now I'm discussing the technologies used application. So for the front end part, I have been using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. React.js for designing user interfaces specifically, and CSS for styling the website, and JavaScript for making the website responsive. For backend part, you are free to use any languages, for example, Java and Python, but I personally use Node.js. Node.js is used because it is very near to JavaScript. So it is basically a runtime environment for JavaScript, so it is easier to use apart from any other language. And for database, I have used MongoDB. MongoDB is used for the seamless storage of user data. For example, if we want to store the data in an unorganized manner, we cannot do it using MySQL. We have to use it NoSQL. So for NoSQL, MongoDB database is available. And apart from this, I have used two APIs, which is the Alpha Vantage API. This API provides the real-time market data, market analysis. Apart from this, stock information, how a particular stock is behaving. Basically, it is related to the market data for the stock market. And the news API is for news articles. For example, if a stock is performing very bad, it will always appear in news articles, so user can get an alert. Then the article as per the requirements. So let's discuss the workflow. So the workflow is that initially when the user starts to use the application, he should have login first in the application. If his account is not there, he should create an account. So login or register is the first part of my application. Second is that when the user has created his profile successfully, then he should be able to access all the data, the real-time data, which he needs to properly emphasize them and invest properly and create a good portfolio. Apart from this, the third phase is the data processing and visualization. Anytime a user is accessing his profile, he should get proper visualization of the data. He should understand the data in a clear way. The data should be presented in a very clear way so that he should understand and make decisions accordingly. Apart from this, I would also like to add that the main aim of our application is to bridge the gap between data and decision making. So as soon as the user sees the data, he should quickly make any decision. So the data should be clear and very precise. Apart from this, in the fourth phase, as I have mentioned earlier, the user should get alerts according to the stocks which are going up and down so that he can make a decision to buy or sell accordingly. The last is the end, which is the application usage. In this part, I have to address the problem of many users. For example, in any software, if many users come at once, the software basically crashes down. So I have to use and maintain good servers, good quality servers to address that issue so that multiple users can access. The application can be used by millions of users at once. So the main area of focus is are the basic three things: security, accuracy, real-time accuracy, and data visualization. So in the first area of focus is that the application should process and show the real-time data. And to achieve this, we should be using up-to-date APIs for data retrieval. Apart from this, the data visualization, we should provide value to the investors. The application emphasizes data visualization, that is to provide data in a clear and understandable way. The data should be so clear and precise that the user can make a quick decision by just looking at any kind of data. Apart from this, the main area of focus is the security, because protecting the user data is very important, and the application is designed to prevent any kind of vulnerabilities related to security. So lastly, this is the conclusion part. So in the conclusion, I would love to tell that this application aims to empower investors with timely and accurate stock market data, and helping them to make better investment choices. So this is the user-friendly interface with good visualization features and seamless and secure experience for all users. So let me show you the basic structure of the documentation which I am going to prepare. So this is the structure. The first part, I will be using the introduction and architecture of the technologies used. Apart from this, I will be explaining the database and how I am going to visualize. Apart from this, I will going to how to handle the errors and security features. Lastly, I will be telling about the deployment and testing phase. And lastly, I will also write a guide how to use the application. So the complete documentation is not ready because as soon as I am keep working, I will be updating the documentation. So when the project is completely ready with the timeline, I will be update all the documents and present the documentation accordingly. Thank you. So now if you have any queries, feel free to ask.
Okay, so I hope your presentation is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go to your introduction slide.
Second, sir.
Yeah. One thing I'm telling you is that when you are creating a presentation, don't use words like I am developing a user-friendly feature website, right? Because you are creating a presentation for a product, right? And you want to emphasize that you are working as a group, or let us say you are working in a company. So you should not use words like I am developing a user-friendly, right? You should just focus on like your actual product. This I am developing should be actually included in the, let us say, presentation number 2, right? So go to PPT number 2. Are you having some internet issue, I think? Darshan, hello, Darshan, you have presentation?
Hello.
Yeah, please turn your camera.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, sir. Actually, I joined. I wanted to see that how we have to present. So I thought this meeting might be going.
Yeah, we are actually done with presentation for today. One intern is already done. We need it for the review. So I think he's having some internet issue. But other than that, I think all the presentation are done. So you have to
Okay.
join on Tuesday.
Actually, sir, I wanted to know that my task due date is on 23rd July, and if I apply for a presentation on 23rd, then my presentation might be coming on Tuesday only, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So then, like, can you give me some overview, like, I about the task which I got? I have like made a report on it. So how I have to present on that, like to prepare PPT, and then I have to
Can you tell me
explain
the name
about
of
that.
your task?
It is my first task. It is basics of networking and reverse shell.
Okay. So we already have couple of presentation done on basic of networking and reverse shell. So when you go to intern tracker, okay. So there, if you just search for your task name, then you will find presentation that are already done and present in the database. Okay. Check the presentation. And for presentation, what you need to do is, first of all, you need to create a presentation on your task. Okay. Presentation should not just include the task. You should also consider covering other topics like which are related to networking, or let us say things like that. Okay, but it should be relevant to your task itself, right?
Okay.
Second is that your presentation is what matters most, but whatever task you have been given, so you must have been given some kind of things that you need to do, right? So you should consider
Yes,
showing that in the project demonstration. If it is not possible to show it on a live demonstration, then consider adding a video, or let us say consider adding a screenshot. Okay. But whenever you are adding screenshot or video, make sure that you are explaining that in the presentation itself. And second is that live demonstration is preferable. Lot of interns have given live demonstration. So, or what you can do is you can check the previous presentation, as I said, in the intern tracker, and see how they have done and try to follow that. But try to improve your presentation from theirs. Okay, you should not blindly just follow the presentation.
No, yes, sir.
Yeah, you should I can say verify the information that they are saying in the presentation, and then try to improve upon it. Okay.
Okay, done. So as you said, you have to record. So I thought I would record my screen, and then as the screen the recording is going in, and I would also explaining with that also. If the live is not possible, it might work,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that is possible
Oh,
if the live demonstration is not possible, but live is preferable. And if it is
okay,
not possible, then screenshot is also preferable, but it should be of every step. Okay.
okay.
It should not be
Yeah.
like you are just showing some in between the steps, right? So it should be every step.
So let me like I asked that I have like reverse shell task. So first of all, I have to create an app, Amazon AWS EC2 account, and after that I have to perform the task from Kalina's machine and that server one. So that the account creation part might not I should not include in that, right? And I should show
AWS
the
account creation is not necessary, and it is also not recommended to show the AWS account creation because AWS asks for your credit card and other
yes, yes,
sensitive information, right? So you
yes,
should
yes,
not show any sensitive information. And if you are showing, then be ready to, let us say, blur that information or censor that information.
okay. So I will just like start from the task only that I have to perform the reversal. So I
Yes,
would
yes.
like do that one. Okay, then.
There are interns
Yes.
who have done the reversal on the during presentation, but what happens was there is some problem with the networking where they lose the network. Okay, which
Yeah.
happened to only one intern. Okay, so you
Uh-huh.
have to see like when you will be performing the task, what is the situation, and based on that you can choose to go with the video or screenshot or live demonstration.
Yeah. Yeah. I will check at once before my presentation that all the stuff is working well.
Yeah.
So I would go with that.
Yes,
Okay,
and
done.
I would
Done.
recommend you to watch presentation of Biling Janet Roy. I think it was his name. He has given a good presentation on that topic. And also, if I come to the demonstration, then Mahendra Jangid have given a really good demonstration on the topic. And second, I think there was one more person. If you find on the database, you will find that presentation. But these two
And
presentation I would recommend you to watch.
Mahindra Jangir for
And
demonstration.
Bailin, Janet.
Janet.
They have given good
Okay. And
presentation.
I the I have to see on the intern tracker before login. I should be logged out from there before
No,
seeing
no,
because
log
if
in.
I log in,
Okay, okay.
okay,
Yeah.
because last time I see that I tried to log in, but it is showing only mine only at that time. That's why.
Okay, okay, yeah. So there is actually a new tab in the intern tracker for references. You will click on the references, then I think you will get the link.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Rishi. So I think he's having some internet issues, so we'll have to conclude the session here. We have already waited for 5 to 10 minutes. I will send his review in the email itself. So thank you for joining. We'll conclude the session here.
Thank you.